For the first time ever, Better Buyer and Enterprises Elite, they will be hosting a mastermind. And he's spitting valuable game. How much are you doing a month right now, Joe?
We've got up to like 591.
Phenomenal.
It's not enough. He's talking about billions of dollars controlling residential debt.
For the first time ever, Better Buyer and Enterprises Elite, the two top wholesalers in the nation, will be hosting a mastermind. Meaning we're going to be teaching you guys how to build businesses.
I mean, you're talking to two guys that are running 7- and 8-figure operations, buying real estate, making moves, building, developing, rentals, you name it, right? It's not about how much money you make, it's about how much money you keep. So we're going to show you how to make money and how to keep it for your long-term wealth in your bloodline.
This is not for beginners. This is for real estate investors that have a few deals under their belt and they want to build an actual fucking business. If you have not done a deal, do not come here.
These lenders, these money guys, they got dry powder on the streets. They want to lend money. They want to give you money. You have to learn how to get the right deals. There's money in these rooms and there's money to be made.
If you want to be with the top players in this industry and you want to hang with the big dogs, comment win right now. We'll send you an invite.
Honestly, what could you do with that property right there? Is that
right there? That right there looks like a 6-family, because I could see from the gas meters on the street that's a 6-family building.
Interesting.
A 6-family building, you know, it goes off cash flow. Doesn't go really off comparable sales. It goes off the NOI, right? And the cap rate in the area. If the cap rate is lower, the value is going to be higher. So we got to know the cap rate in this area. We got to know the NOI. We have to know the pro forma. A lot of things we got to know. And if you don't know them, you're missing out. Dude, I was literally in a room today. Major lender, big lender, right? Like up there. He's talking about controlling the debt of the entire state. He's talking about billions of dollars controlling all the residential debt in this state. What are we talking about? Are we talking about billions yet?
We just need a solid,
He straight up was talking about billions, bro. He's talking about, dude, he's talking about fucking, like, he's talking about money the way we talk about fucking candy canes. You know what I'm saying? Bubble gum. Talking about millions of dollars. I got 9 million just sitting here. I can't get it out. I got 15 million just sitting here, you know, waiting for a refinance. Dude, talking about fucking 8 figures, 9 figures of money he can't even access.
Are you doing any apartment deals down there, like down south at all, or any red
Well,
states?
my philosophy is if you can't walk to the property, if you can't, you know, be there within an hour, it's a good way to get your head chopped off.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a good way to get your head chopped off because, you know, if you have bad management in there, for example, I had a property that I have a management company here. They wanted to charge me $9,000 in labor to turn a unit over. My guys did for $2,000 in labor, right? That's $7,000 in labor that I would have overspent. Right. And we're talking about a 20-unit building. You know what I'm saying? If I were to do that through the 20 units and paid the management fees, overpaid for labor,
you'd have screwed.
They would have made the money. I wouldn't have made anything.
Yeah. I saw your post on Instagram, that deal that was in Orlando, right?
Yes.
So that was something that you couldn't walk to, like you said, and it was out of your reach. So
I probably lost $7,500 there.
Yeah.
I tied up probably $100,000.
So you never recommend dealing with projects
like
outside
owning
the state?
properties out of state.
I mean, listen, I've flipped successfully.
Yeah.
You know, and
Like
for example, in Florida, I have done it successfully.
You're not buying and holding.
I'm not buying and holding, and honestly, the margins are a lot slimmer over there, you know, and you gotta the problem is in Florida is why is somebody gonna buy a flipped house for $375 when they could buy a brand new construction house for $400? Because again, like I said, the laws are different in here as they are in a red state. It's easier to build over there.
Right.
You know, over here it's very difficult to build. There it's like hard. It's a business prevention program. They're running these municipalities are running literally a business prevention program where they don't want you to do business and they want to make it difficult. But these red states are it's a little bit easier. You know.
Cuckold program.
Yeah, exactly.
Blue-haired cuckold program.
Exactly.
Yo, we're gonna go inside. You guys ready?
Yeah, good.
Oh shit.
I could do whatever, $100,000 a month. Okay, that's great, but where are you going with that? Like, people think fucking $1 million is a lot of money, $2 million. If you want to really get into the next level, you need to have reserves. of like 5-10 million in the bank just to get into these bigger deals, because a bank is not going to refinance you if you don't have the scratch in the bank. At least 2 years of reserves. So you can have enough money to get into the deal. Great, like anybody can get into the deal.
4 million isn't enough for this deal you're talking about?
No.
How big is the deal?
Tens of millions of dollars. It's like
Why not raise it? Like, what's
because when you're raising money, you have a lot of partners.
Yeah.
You have a lot of partners.
Yeah.
If you're going to raise money, in my opinion, you have one partner. One partner who's got enough money where it doesn't really matter. The guy's got 100 million. He could co-sign that loan, you know? And he knows you're a good operator, you're a strong operator. He knows you're going to execute on it, right?
You just need the funds.
Every single thing I've ever done has been self-funded. I never raised $1. I did everything myself, which is fine. It's got me a long way.
But isn't the next step raising money so you can do these bigger deals?
Well, it's partnering with the money, right? It's getting somebody that
You can't do GP and limited partners. You're just doing joint ventures.
Right, so now you're going to refinance it. Who's signing for that loan? Your partners aren't going to, you need to have a sponsor behind you who's going to sponsor that loan. When you're talking about 30, 40, $50 million deals, the bank's not going to refinance. You can't just go to the bank and refinance. You need to get somebody with liquidity of 2 years in the bank to be able to secure that loan. Especially if you want to get Fannie money, you want to get like good money,
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like $1 million, $2 million, $3 million. It's fucking piss. It's piss. It's straight up piss.
Yeah.
When you're talking about this type of business that we're in, we're talking about this type of business. It's piss. You want to do fix and flips? You want to make a couple bucks here and there?
Yeah.
Whatever. You can make a little bit of money. But if you want to get into these big projects, you need big fucking bank behind you. That's just what it is.
Yeah, 100%. Size. I've just been doing the wholesaling, single family, up to 4 units, like the whole time.
Yeah.
But I really want to get into that space, and like I would love to like bring on, like if we had somebody like you that we could partner on a deal with, I would do that.
Well, here's the thing. It's called MBAs, right? You get an MBA. You know what an MBA is? MBA is when you get burned a couple times, right? You didn't go to college. I didn't go to college. My college education is when I've lost
money. Me
I've
too.
Lost on a deal. Guess what? That $50,000 is going.
It's an
towards
expense,
the MBA.
but now you learn and
That's your MBA right there.
I love that. That's actually fire. Yo, save that shit, dog. That was good content there.
That's it. It's the pay to play, you know?
Yeah.
Listen, like a lot of people, they preach like syndication.
Yeah.
The problem with syndication is now you have 100 different partners.
Yeah.
The problem with syndication.
Do you want a new glass or just a
And everybody's got to feel happy.
No, I don't care about a new glass. Thank you.
Like a company going public, you have all these people that you have to like keep happy with their investments. If you can't do that, it's like it's a headache, you know.
I don't want any partners, right? If I want one strong partner who's going to help me. I don't want 20 fucking people I have to have an obligation to.
Yeah.
Because
but that's how like Cardone got to billions by syndicating.
He did, but
and same with like Ben Mala.
Yeah, but Grant Cardone, for example, is in a completely different. Like he's buying. When you get into these bigger assets and stuff, there's a lot of it doesn't need to be a home run if you're getting the money. If you're getting the money, it's an arbitrary thing. No. If you're getting the money at 6 and then making 7, it's a 1%, gain. Mm-hmm. That's really what he's playing. He's playing at a big fucking. But the problem is with these bigger assets is a lot of them are overinflated, and that's why you see a lot of operators losing their shirts now because they bought the asset with the NOI was over here, but what they didn't tell you is they gave away 4 months free rent, and tenants aren't paying, they're moving out, and they're not releasing at that same price that they were getting before. The only problem is you're not fucking up with a 4-family, you're fucking up with a $400 million portfolio or $40 million, So it's, when you get these bigger assets, especially if you're going to raise money, you have to have experience, you have to have, strong partnership behind you. Mm-hmm. That's the only way you can really sustain. Yeah. The only way you could really do a deal right now, a bigger deal, is you got to fucking steal it. Not only you have to fucking steal it. You have to fucking. I don't mean steal it.
But you're saying you got to find a motivated seller, just like we do with the single family.
So the same principles we use. On a fucking single family flip.
You're looking for motivation.
Yeah.
Are you doing seller finance deals like that? You're looking for seller finance type money, or?
Well, if we're doing developments, seller financing is not really an option. But for the apartment buildings, I like seller financing.
Do you only do seller financing, or do you?
Yeah, I'm closing on a 5-family right now, seller financing, 5% interest, 7-year balloon.
On these bigger deals, where does the motivation usually come from?
People underwater. They can't get the project to completion.
And they just give up?
Yeah, or if it's already pre-existing, right? The guy owned it for so long, and it's like he's ready to get out of the business. He has enough money, he doesn't care.
Right, benefit tax-wise.
Yeah. The secret to getting the big deals is being in there with the lenders, right? The lender controls the deal. So when the deal's going bad, the lender knows you're a good operator. He's like, listen, this guy's going underwater. Take this over, and there's so many different ways you can get into these deals. If you're a good operator, you have good partnership behind you, and people know you execute. These deals are getting done through relationships.
Yeah, that's creative.
Like these
Off market all the time, or you just do off market?
I only do off market.
Yeah, like period across your whole business, right? We are the same way.
Yeah.
We don't touch anything. If it's for sale by owner, fuck you. I don't give a shit.
Off market only.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? These other guys that are preaching the on-market shit are putting a bad name on wholesalers. Yeah. To be real with you, because they're going and like now realtors hate us, and they're fucking banding together saying fuck these wholesalers.
Yeah.
When they don't even know what they're doing, and they don't know what wholesalers provide for value, because wholesalers should be off-market. People are always intrigued in how do you find these sellers, right?
I'm going to FaceTime Ali.
What's your marketing looking like today?
I'm going to FaceTime Ali.
Okay.
He's in Pakistan. Ali. I'm doing a vlog. Ready? I need you to talk. Ali. What do we do? What are we doing?
We're doing cold calling.
What are we doing?
We are doing cold calling.
How many cold calls?
How many cold callers we got, Ali?
We got 30 callers, sir.
30 callers?
30?
How many quality control managers we got?
We got 3 quality control managers, sir. Every 10
Let me see the office. Let me see the office.
I want to see this shit too.
Yeah, this is the quality control managers. Okay. We just got this office a couple days ago?
Oh yeah, it's been like we started on Monday.
Started on Monday.
Why don't you tell these guys after what a quality control manager is?
Ali, what is it? What are we working on right now? What's a big project we're working on with quality control?
So boss, quality control actually she listens everything, every call, and make sure all notes are correct. She labels the call with motivations, with risk, temperature, either it's like the market value or above market, waiting for an offer. We checking, make sure the clients get leads with proper information, so they will not waste time. For their acquisition, the team will not waste time.
Okay. Can't waste time. What does time equal? What does time equal? Time is money, baby. Let's go. All right, Ali, have a good weekend.
What a fucking god.
Okay, all right. I want to rewind a little bit. So can you tell us a little bit what quality control means for your 30 cold callers that you have? What are your quality control guys looking at?
So, cold calling is, a quantity business, but it's also a quality business, right? You want a lot of leads, but you don't want to waste your time, right? If you call a guy and he says, oh yeah, give me $1 million, the house is worth, $100,000, anything's for sale, give me $1 million. Oh, well, why do you want to sell? Well, you called me.
Right.
That guy right there, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's not even a lead. He's not even put into the system.
I don't have nothing to,
Because you got to sift through the sand to get to the gold, folks.
I will say that it's important to ask the right questions in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
To try to get to the bottom of it, because sometimes a guy's just getting a lot of calls and he doesn't want to be bothered, right? Because he's getting 100 calls. So knowing who they're talking to in the beginning, why they're calling them, and understand that the guy who was originally calling them might not be the one actually giving the offer. So he's not going to keep asking the Filipino callers, what's my offer? What's my offer? Because you want good quality over to your guys,
Just bothering me.
Yeah, because you don't want to waste time.
Well, let me ask one question. So, for the audience here, how many calls would you say your cold callers make a day, and how many leads do you think they produce on average per caller per day?
We're probably making 30,000 calls a day.
Okay.
25 to 30,000 calls a day.
But what per person? I mean.
Yeah. No. Per person's it's around 1,000.
Around 1,000 calls a day per
Yeah.
person?
Yeah.
And that's in Pakistan?
Philippines.
The Philippines is
Yeah.
where the Pakistans are doing the quality
Quality
control,
control, yeah.
and the Philippines is where the calls are going from.
Yeah.
So they're making 1,000 a day.
Yeah.
And how many leads does that produce?
Well, each caller generates 3
Qualified leads.
2 to 3 leads a day.
Okay.
Right. So
Yeah.
I think we're pushing like around 300 leads a week. A little
Nice.
bit more, maybe.
Right.
Honestly though, Ali is my boy. Love him.
That's dope.
How'd you meet
That's
him?
dope.
Where'd you find
He's
him?
been with me for 7 or 8 years.
Really?
Yeah. Consistently. So
That's fucking awesome.
I've been
7, 8 years. Wow,
yeah,
that's
long
amazing.
time, long time.
That's like my boy Sebastian. He's
Yeah.
been with me for
Yeah.
5, 6 years now.
Yeah, long time.
My
You
top
had
guy.
that kid since the first time we talked.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's still
My top guy.
Yeah, he's been with you for a while.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
closes deals too.
Oh yeah, he's a closer.
Yeah, you have the guys closing deals over there.
Yeah, in Colombia.
Yeah.
Yeah. To
I have a
Sebastian's wife.
question.
He's a killer.
Yeah.
He's a
With
killer.
your team,
He's
when
my
you're
age,
training,
too.
Do you value quantity or do you value like
With a team.
the conversations that people are having, like, you know, bringing actual solutions to the table rather than just getting a call out there?
I mean, it's all about competency, right?
Yeah.
So we train them as much as we possibly could with like how to deal with objections, how to talk to people, but it's all on competency. Like, you know, if you talk to a guy, if this guy is going to be a prospect, if it's worth like spending your time on.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So when you have a competent acquisition manager, a highly competent acquisition manager.
What you need in your office.
Yeah, you need him in the office.
You want to explain what that looks like to them?
A highly competent acquisition manager
Yeah.
is somebody that sets their tasks and they push the lead through the sales process to ultimately getting signed contracts.
So good quality follow-up with a
Yes.
good detailed background about the lead,
And
correct?
they're able to get good deals
Yeah.
because they're not just jumping at, they're not giving the guy what he wants right after that. Because you know what? Giving the guy what he wants is not always what's best for him. Because if you're being optimistic with somebody, you're trying to give them as much as possible, but you really can't follow through with it.
Now you're wasting their time.
You're wasting his time. You're wasting your time.
Yeah.
It's just
There's
not-
no winner.
It's not. Yeah. It's,
I just
it's
had
not
this
conducive.
happen.
Versus if you give a realistic number, you start a little
Yeah.
lower, and now
We can
they
get it done
actually get the
first.
deal done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, you need to
Yeah.
sell it because
Guys, this is valuable stuff.
know,
this is really valuable.
you want-
stuff.
you
Yeah.
want to do this.
Recently,
Yeah.
he overcompensated for the seller
Yeah.
and gave the seller exactly more than what he wanted, to then have to back out of
Yeah.
the deal and the seller fucking custom a new one.
Yeah. Because he thought he was being a good guy.
And he put $1,000 into the deal, which I told him not to.
Yeah.
He
It's
didn't
ridiculous.
Listen. He did it.
Stupid.
Yeah, he didn't
Yeah,
listen to
stupid.
us.
He didn't listen
Idiot.
to me from an offer.
You got to stick to your numbers. You got to stick to your processes. Sometimes you might even go to a deal that looks a little hairy and is a little bit more complex, but at the end of the day, it's just numbers.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah, right.
Some deals might take a little bit more time as well. So, like, you have to factor in for that time. Like, do I want to be into a deal for 90% of the value, 85% of the value? Even 75, it's going to take me a year, 2 years. No, I want to make money on it. If I'm going to spend a lot of time on a deal, I'm going to put a lot of risk
gotta-
up,
yeah.
I have to make money on it.
Yeah.
Like, we're not doing this for charity.
Right. And the ability to communicate that with a seller is important.
Yeah.
Because then they understand. They're like, okay, I'm not dealing, there's no charity buying my fucking house. My house is not in mint condition. I'm obviously going to sell it to somebody who's going to fix it and make money on the back end because I can't fix it myself. So as long as you can communicate that and create a win-win scenario with the seller, you're going to be locking up deals. And he's spitting valuable game. How much are you doing a month right now, Joe?
Average month
Average.
is like 300,000.
300,000.
But we've got up to like 591.
It's
I wanna
phenomenal.
say.
It's phenomenal.
And it's not enough. It sucks.
No,
It fucking
he's poor.
sucks.
He's
No,
homeless.
It literally sucks. I see these fucking kids fucking celebrating over $100,000 a month. Dude, fucking, you should be embarrassed. It's, your true earning potential, it's like, if you fucking lock into this business, you take it serious, there's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fucking
Millions
money.
per month is the
Millions.
potential.
There's
Yeah.
guys doing fucking multi-million-dollar
Yeah.
months.
There's guys like New Western doing at least 10 million a month. At least.
You know why they did it? Because we didn't fucking do it.
Because we didn't fucking do it.
didn't.
No,
We left it
but
on
we
the
still
table.
can. We still can. No, it's
You
still.
can still do it.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
it's all about
We're younger than
settling.
them too, Joe.
It's all about never settling. Fuck that. We
You know
want
what
to
I
win,
mean?
you know?
Right,
So,
100%, 100%.
you know, the problem is we get comfortable.
Yeah,
Comfort,
that is a problem.
Comfort kills.
Yeah,
Comfort kills. Comfort's
That
the
is-
worst thing that can happen to you.
yeah.
Complacency, comfort sucks. I want
That's
to be
a fact.
uncomfortable.
That's a fact. And I'm so blessed in my life, but I always try to stay uncomfortable. Like, what the fuck? You know what I did to make sure I felt uncomfortable? I announced to the world that, like, at least on my Instagram, that I would be a billionaire by 30.
You have to do it.
And it fucking, that one time saying that, if I don't get at least fucking close by 30, now I feel embarrassed.
I know, you
And I'm not doing it for anybody but me, because I knew if I said that out loud and I believed it, it will happen. You know what I mean?
got a lot of pressure
I got a lot of
gotta
pressure,
fucking
but that's
do
my
it.
fucking fuel.
You gotta
That's
do
my
it.
fucking fuel. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We got a solid game plan, and I think you'll do it too.
Setting goals, you gotta set goals. You gotta think big.
Here's what I respect about that too.
I mean, you're a top guy in this space, by the way.
Staying optimistic, but also
No,
even
never
if you don't
optimistic.
reach the
I'm
bill,
not optimistic at all.
even if you don't reach the billion, you're still gonna get fucking close because you set that high ass
Yeah.
goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I always like to dream big.
Yeah.
But it's all perspective, It's
Yeah.
like, is it good to be grateful? Yeah, because that keeps you grounded. Is it good
Gratitude
to
and faith, man.
is it good to look at where you came from? Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
It's good to do that. It's not like I'm not going.
But you
telling
can't be
I'm
satisfied.
fucking mad about my life, But
No,
when it comes to
gratitude is
the game, like you see Tom Brady,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You see fucking Kobe
Yeah.
Bryant.
Yeah.
You see any major, sports figure,
Yeah.
right? They're never satisfied.
Never satisfied.
And it's a game. Money's a game. Business is a
100%.
game. It's
Yeah.
all a game. At the end of the day, you need to know
Thank you so much.
that you are grateful for where you are.
You gotta appreciate
but
the game too.
You gotta take a
Journey.
fucking.
You can be grateful and still have sick drive.
Yeah, exactly.
Sick-minded, constant working
Yeah.
drive.
A delayed gratification. You don't need. I don't need fucking. I don't need this to be successful right now.
Right.
I don't need this to make me money right now. But I want to slowly, gradually chip away at it over time and let the compound effect do its thing.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna go eat a ham sandwich. I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep feeding my mind, feeding my body, my soul. I'm gonna keep growing
Right.
and being the person that my highest. I talk about the Maslow's hierarchy. It's the
Okay.
self mastery. When you learn to master yourself, you can master the world.
If you're not the boss of yourself, you can't be the boss of anybody else.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's important too. Like you have to be able to trust yourself to complete tasks before you can trust anybody else to complete a task.
Even small shit, making your bed,
Small shit.
Leadership
Small
is,
shit.
cleaning your car.
It's you got to be a good leader, you have to be a good leader of yourself first.
Leadership's a skill.
Yeah.
It's not something you're born with. Even for example, I've scaled my company every year.
Yeah.
And
A couple years ago, you were in a different place, I remember.
Different
Yeah.
person. I'm a higher level leader.
Yeah.
Right? I know what I'm going to tolerate because I don't fucking need anybody.
Right.
I really don't fucking
Yeah.
need anybody to do anything. Right. That I wouldn't ask for myself.
Right.
So anything that I'm asking to get done is something I would ask for myself.
Right.
And it's the standard I hold myself to.
And guys, I can verify this. I've known how long? 6
Yeah,
years?
6, 7 years, yeah.
6, 7 years. Known Joe. I've seen his entire progress from you were just a realtor when I first
I was a
called
realtor.
you.
I started as a realtor.
Yeah.
I used to make videos.
Yeah.
As a
Yeah.
realtor.
I remember those videos, and I was like, this guy's gonna be a legend. I literally knew from the jump.
Man, I
I'm like,
used to truck.
this guy's gonna kill it.
Really?
And
Yeah,
and
I'm a believer.
I can verify, guys. He's had the same mindset all the way through this time. Now he's doing $300,000 a month. So
And it
it
fucking
shows
sucks.
you guys. And you
Pissed
guys,
about it.
you
Not
some of
happy.
you guys are the age that he was and we were 6, 7 years ago. So. If you listen to this and you can learn from our mistakes, you can learn from what we've learned over time, and just take advantage of that.
Honestly,
It'd be stupid.
I own a clothing brand, and then I met this guy because I wanted to learn about wholesaling and real estate. I didn't know.
I had been doing it for 3 years at that
for
point.
3 years. So instead of picking his brain and shit and wasting his time, I was like, wait, here's what I can offer. I have great experience of marketing and going viral. And so let's partner up and start a business behind this.
Blew the fuck up.
Over time, I've learned the business. I've been inside the business. I met this guy through this business, everything. And I've learned so much just from being a part of it. But I had no prior experience. But definitely catapulted me 10 years ahead of where I was.
And yeah, 100%.
Carless.
That's also the power of collaboration too.
100%.
It's like if you can combine different skill sets and then use them to fucking
Synergetically explode.
Yeah,
Honestly,
100%.
it was very
Like for
creative.
example, I'll tell you all straight up right now. This guy knows way more than me about apartment buildings, like way more. And I actually want to learn a lot about that, right? And I want to bring my audience to learn and benefit from that. And that's why we're going to hold a mastermind that everybody can learn different skills in real estate. Because when you surround yourself with a bunch of winners, you know what happens? More fucking winning. You learn things from other people. I just learned a lot sitting across from him just now. And thank you for that, by the way. I appreciate that. You know,
We're here for, guys.
yeah.
Giving the game
And this is what's gonna happen. You should be doing the same fucking thing. Surround yourself with winners, and you're gonna win.
I think we have to offer a day in the Maybach as to one of the followers now. 'Cause I'm not gonna lie.
I'm all on board.
I sat in that
All right,
Maybach.
it's his choice. It's his
I've been all
Maybach.
around the world. I've done a lot of things. It's sitting in that Maybach. You're talking business. That's
Feels
a
good.
valuable thing right there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think we should offer that.
Yeah.
Should we
He's
fly?
down, yeah.
Should we fly somebody out?
Yeah, let's
Should
do
we fly
it.
somebody
Yeah,
out?
yeah.
Pay for the weekend?
Yes,
Yeah.
the whole weekend.
Yeah.
Pay for the weekend in Connecticut?
I'll do it.
Workshop.
Do that?
Yeah,
Should we
let's do it.
Should we give that away?
Yes.
Let's do that.
we should do that
Let's
way.
do that. One of you guys is going to hang out with us in the Maybach, asking us any questions you want, doing deals with us, and we're going to have a great weekend together. And trust me,
Completely paid for. Honestly, we don't fucking need your money. We
Yeah.
don't need it. I don't need your fucking money. But one lucky winner might be able to get the experience.
yeah, I like that.
I like that too.
We're on board. Let's do that.
Take care, ladies. See ya.
Take care.
Yo, listen, you just hit the lottery. We got one lucky winner. We're gonna fly out. We're gonna show you our real estate operation for 2 days, all-inclusive trip in the Maybach, closing deals. All you gotta do is follow Enterprise Elite and Joey Tracey and comment on this video to be entered into our giveaway. We're gonna be giving away knowledge. We're gonna be giving away our time. We're gonna be giving away our experience. You want knowledge, time, and experience?
We're both doing 6 figures per month, okay? If you want to learn how to get that much profit per month, you need to learn from the big dogs. So come sit with us. Let's close some deals. Let's look at deals and make a fun time out of it.
Fuck ton of money.
And a fuck ton of money.